ladies are waiting at the bus stop when it begins to rain. The first woman, Pam, is smoking, so she takes a condom out of her bag, snips the end off, and puts it over her cigarette to stop it getting wet. "That's a great idea," enthuses Mabel. "I must do the same. Where do you get that from?" "Just pop into the chemist's," Pam replies. So when they arrive in town, Mabel heads for the chemist's shop and asks for a packet of condoms. "What size would that be, madam?" inquires the assistant. "I'm not sure," she replied. "One that fits over a camel, please." Did you hear about the dirty old yachtsman? He took a young girl out to sea and asked her to toss him off. The lifeboat is still searching for the body. An old married couple stopped at a roadside cafe to have a cup of tea before resuming their journey. 30 minutes later, the man realized he'd left his glasses on the cafe table, so they had to turn around and drive back, the woman complaining all the way about his forgetfulness. They arrived back at the cafe, and as he got out of the car, she said, "While you're in there, you might as well get my umbrella as well." All the members of the Battersby Social Club went by coach to Moor Camp for a day's outing where they ate a lot, played the bingo, drank a lot, paddled in the sea, drank some more, went on the fun fair, and drank even more. At the end of the evening, tired but happy, they got back on the bus for home. However, halfway there, the men were feeling the effects of the beer and they all needed the toilet badly. "I'll have to stop in the lay-bay," shouted the bus driver, and having done so, all the men scrambled off and peed wherever they could, not bothered about who was watching them. The next morning at breakfast, Julie turned to Jack and said, "You men have such disgusting habits. Mind you, ours was the best," and she smiled contentedly. Two old men were sitting on a park bench, commenting on life, when one turned to the other and said, "Now here's an interesting thing. When I was in my 20s and got a stiffie, I couldn't bend it at all. Then in my 30s, I could bend it an inch. In my 40s, I could bend it 2 inches. Then 3 inches in my 50s, and now I'm going to be 60 next week. Doesn't it make you wonder how much stronger I'm going to get?" It was the day of the over 60s special club outing to Scarborough. After half an hour on the coach, Bert had to get up to go to the toilet. On the way back to his seat, the bus lurched and he was thrown into the lap of an old woman, accidentally putting his hand on her huge breast as he tried to save himself. "I'm so very sorry," he stammered. "But if your heart is as big as your breast, I'll see you in heaven." She replied, "Oh, no, dear. If your willy is as hard as I think it is, I'll see you in Scarborough." What does an 80-year-old woman have between her knees that a 20-year-old doesn't? Her nipples. A very old man went to the doctors to find out if he was in good working order to enjoy an active sex life. "Okay, I'll have to examine you then," said the doctor. "Drop your trousers." "No need for that," replied the man, sticking out his index finger and his tongue. What are the signs of growing older? At the beginning, it's tri-weekly. Then, 20 years later, it's tri-weekly. But after 65, it's tri-weekly. Did you hear about the old man who went to bed and reached across for his wife's hand? She replied, "Not tonight, Bill, I'm too tired."